The Philippines made it to global headlines again when successive massive earthquakes happened in this beautiful archipelago.
Officials have lifted a tsunami warning for the Philippines and Indonesia. It's after a 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of the southern Philippines.
Search and rescue efforts are underway in the Philippines, where at least 69 people are dead after a strong earthquake.
On September 30th, the most powerful and most deadly in decades hit northern Cebu. Just 10 days later, two strong offshore earthquakes shook the waters near Davao Oriental. The first one was a magnitude 7.4. Then, it was followed by an equally strong magnitude 6.8 earthquake. These natural disasters just showed how vulnerable to earthquakes the country is. As a matter of fact, according to the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, the government arm that monitors seismic activities, the archipelago experiences 20 earthquakes a day, although most are too weak to notice. But still around 100 to 150 each year are strong enough to be felt. With the series of tremors and unusual activities occurring across the country, many are beginning to worry that these might be warning signs of a larger earthquake building up beneath the surface. So, why is this happening? To calm the public, scientists explained that these disasters aren't connected. Recent seismic activities were triggered by different earthquake generators scattered across the country. Although the tremors were noticeable, the agency noted that they remain within the typical levels of seismic activity regularly recorded in the country. This brings us back to our main question. Why do earthquakes often happen in the country? The simple reason is because of its unfortunate geography. But that's only part of the story. There's a deeper explanation that often goes untold. The country is situated within the Pacific Ring of Fire. This region is known for having some of the most active volcanoes and strongest earthquakes on Earth. This huge horseshoe-shaped zone surrounds the Pacific Ocean. It covers about 40,000 square kilometers. This is where several of the Earth's tectonic plates meet and constantly push against each other. This movement causes most of the world's earthquakes and forms many volcanoes. About 75% of all active volcanoes on Earth are found in this region. Now, here's a fact that is often overlooked. The Philippines rests precisely on the boundary where two immense tectonic plates collide: the Philippine Sea Plate and the Eurasian Plate. These enormous plates, extending thousands of kilometers across, have been steadily pressing against each other for millions of years. Their motion is barely noticeable. It's just a few centimeters each year. You might wonder how such minute movement produces massive earthquakes. Every second that passes adds to the pressure hidden beneath our feet, a colossal force quietly gathering strength. But no energy stays trapped forever. Each time the Philippines is shaken by an earthquake, it is the Earth's way of releasing that pent-up power, a sudden outburst from deep within its core. But if you think nature has given the Philippines enough burden, then you're mistaken. Surrounding the country are 7 extremely deep ocean trenches. These are zones where the Earth's crust plunges downward. These areas are often the starting points of earthquakes that affect the nation. One of the biggest is the Manila Trench. It lies under the sea along the western side of Luzon and Mindoro, and stretches about 1,500 kilometers long. On the eastern side of the Philippines lies the East Luzon Trench. Farther out in the Pacific lies the Philippine Trench, plunging more than 10,540 meters deep. This one is one of the deepest points on Earth and among its most dangerous subduction zones. Farther north in the Visayas, the Negros Trench runs between the islands of Negros and Cebu. Mindanao has its fair share of trenches as well. The Cotabato Trench is one of the most active earthquake zones in the country. To the west lies the Sulu Trench, stretching near Zamboanga and the Sulu Sea. On the eastern side of Mindanao, facing the Pacific Ocean, is the Mindanao Trench. This trench is a major source of powerful deep-focus earthquakes. But these trenches aren't the only source of concern for the country. Running right through the center of the Philippines is the Philippine Fault System. It begins from Luzon all the way down to Mindanao. One part of this system, called the Marikina Valley Fault, lies directly under Metro Manila. Scientists warn that if this fault moves and causes a magnitude 7.2 earthquake, the impact would be catastrophic. Millions of people call this part of the country their own. Hence, its impact is unimaginable. The violent shaking from a megaquake could bring Metro Manila to its knees. Unlike earthquake-resilient capitals like Tokyo, where strict building codes have been in place for decades, much of Manila's infrastructure tells a different story. Many of the city's older buildings were constructed long before modern seismic standards, making them dangerously vulnerable. Worse still, millions live in informal settlements, densely packed communities built from flimsy makeshift materials. In the face of a powerful quake, these structures wouldn't stand a chance. Hence, the loss of lives might be in the hundreds of thousands. Experts have consistently warned that the possibility of the big one happening increases as time goes on. The last significant movement along this fault was recorded in 1658. Studies suggest it tends to move every 400 to 600 years, meaning another major quake could occur any time before or around 2058. In the end, there's no denying the fact that the Philippines is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. However, the same forces that blessed her with breathtaking beauty also made it one of the most unpredictable places on Earth. Living in the Philippines means living with both wonder and risk. Every tremor is just a reminder of nature's dual power to create and to destroy. What the locals could do is to always be vigilant. While we may never predict the exact moment a disaster will strike, we can prepare people for what to expect. The scientific community must deepen its research and ensure this knowledge reaches every community at risk. As a developing nation, the Philippines faces significant challenges when it comes to building the infrastructure needed to withstand the devastating impact of massive earthquakes. However, it has taken bold steps such as investing in disaster response systems, strengthening healthcare networks, and laying the groundwork for resilience. No one knows when the next powerful earthquake will strike the country. Yet, amid all the uncertainty, Filipinos hold on to one thing that never wavers: their strong faith that God will protect them through any disaster. But what are your thoughts about this? We think you'll love this next video. As always, until the next one.